Alright, welcome again, Military Guna TV. Thank you very much for joining me. I am Mario Dakers. Now, last time out we played against Newcastle. Wasn't a good game. Last time out we played against Crystal Palace. Wasn't the best game, but we move. We have to move on. We can't sit around and lick our wounds. So, we have to sit around. Now, in this preview, I'm going to give you my starting lineup, my predicted starting lineup, also my prediction of the game in itself. And I would definitely want to talk a little bit about this game and how this game might go down in perspective to with the last time we played against them. Now, the last time we played against them, when we played against them in the FA Cup, we won, but we had to wait the extra time for us to definitely get something out of that game. And I don't think we would want that our history to repeat itself in that perspective. We dominated the game in some perspective, but not the best. Now, we saw a few French players came in the team, so that might be something that we could look at and said that might be the reason for such a poor performance. Not the best, not the worst either, but it was definitely a poor performance. Even though we won, it was a poor performance. We saw the likes of Cedric coming in, Joe Willock, Pepe, Willian, and Reece Nelson. And we know these players, they're having a horrid time at this moment, and truth be told, it is really rough for them, I would say. It is really rough for them. But this Newcastle game, I think it's something that we can address, because they played their stronger side against us, and we played basically our A- team in that perspective. Yeah, so we saw the likes of Cedric Suarez, Willian, and we all Arsenal fans know what Willian is capable of. World-class player, world-class talent, world-class talent. He's so good. He is so good. I cannot tell you anything else about him, but Willian, world-class talent. To be in the bin. But anyways, I won't get on the players, but he's not good enough. He's not performing. He's not delivering, and it's just sad to say, it's very sad to say that we are going to be stuck with him for maybe another season. But I do believe that if he thinks that it's not working out, or he cannot find maybe gather back that best or that better form that he had at the last end of last season for Chelsea, there's some chance that he might move on. There's a strong possibility that he might move on. But what we're seeing right now at Arsenal is a load of not good enough. Totally, definitely not good enough. But let me get into some match facts in regards to Arsenal versus Newcastle and what we might see or expected to see. I'm going to give you guys my starting lineup as well. Look out for that. And at the end of this, I'm going to ask a question. At the end of this preview, I'm going to ask a question, and I want you guys to put it in the comment. So stick around and let me show you what I am talking about. Now, Arsenal have won 14 of the last 15 Premier League match against Newcastle, losing the other 2-1 in April 2018. And this is in the Premier League, and that is a very good start, something that we have to stick with. And winning this game, Arsenal have lost 2 of their last 3 Premier League games, played on Monday. Why are you coming with some bad stats? Why? Arsenal have lost their last 2. See, bad stats. That is what bad stats do. Confuse me. Arsenal have lost 2 of their last 3 Premier League games played on a Monday in week 1, as many as they had in their previous 17. They won 12 and drew 3. However, the Gunners have won each of their last 6 Monday Leagues games at the Emirates. So we have to stick with that and hold on to that. Now, danger man for us in the Newcastle team, and we know this guy, he loves playing against Arsenal. Even though last game he wasted a lot of chances, and I mean a lot of chances, he could have buried Arsenal Football Club and kicked us out of the FA Cup. And I think that he might want to try to redeem himself. And let's hope he doesn't. And that is Andy Carroll. He loves playing against us. He's like Zaha. These guys love playing against Arsenal Football Club. Now, Arsenal are sitting 11th on the table. We cannot move. And I do believe by the time Leeds United play their game, they might go ahead of us. Strong possibility that they might move ahead of us. Also Crystal Palace, also Wolverhampton. And it's just sad that we drew that game, and it's hurt. It really hurts. Newcastle United are in 15th position, playing 17 games, and they sit on the table with only 19 points. They won 5 games. They have drawn 4 and lost 8. Arsenal have won 7, sitting on the table in 11th position, won 7, drew 3 and lost 8. And we have lost a lot of games, and that, to be honest, that is too much. But we're now on 24 points, quite comfortable 24 points. Mid-table region, I believe that we will finish mid-table, and it will take a miracle for us to actually move up. But hope for the sky. If you fall in the clouds. So I'm saying top 4. Arsenal will make top 4. Hopefully that don't bite me. Hopefully. But anyways, we have to take these things in perspective, that other teams around us are winning their games, and we just seem to can't kick on the right way as though we please. But I know that this is football and you will not win all games. It is merely impossible to win all Premier League games and not draw any or lose any. It is possible though to win all games and not lose and also draw. Now, that is foolishness. Forget about that. But anyways, just speaking about the Invincibles. But anyways, tell that out of it. Our main aim this season is to get into Europa League. We are out of the Europa League. We want to get into Europa League. And our competitors, they are fighting hard. They are really battling. The likes of Aston Villa, the likes of Southampton. They are there and they are fighting very hard. And we are facing Southampton very soon. Very soon. It's really, as in right around that corner. But let us keep this in our heads. Now, the last time we played against Manchester United, they're on top of the table. We won the game, and that game is coming extremely close. We have Manchester United, we have Leeds, we have Wolverhampton, and these are some very serious games, and we have to build some form of momentum to attack these games. But I think we have slightly turned the corner. And that would be, how should I put it now? Hopefully that can give us a bit of strength to really kick on and fight this fight. So, the likes of Manchester City, who have a game in hand, are sitting comfortably in 3rd position, and one win would carry them above. One win would bring them above Manchester United. Just one win. So, Manchester City basically have the league title to lose. Not for Arsenal, we have Europa League to fight for. But anyways, let me get into my starting lineup. I wanted to give you some Newcastle starting lineup, but I'm not sure what Steve Bruce may come with, but I don't know what to expect from Mikel Arteta. I wanted to do this preview with a Newcastle fan, so maybe some other time I'll do the preview with a Newcastle fan. For now, because they would actually can give me a better perspective of what to expect. What I would try to do is basically regurgitate the last time they played, the last game they played, and see if it would coincide with what I think. But I would have to speak with someone who knows Steve Bruce's mindset or how he operates basically better. And that's not me. But I know what Mikel Arteta might do. Might do. So let me get into the starting lineup. We have Burnley in goal. And please people, this is the point where I said starting lineup. And the question is, would you select or would you go with my starting lineup? Because it will be very contradictory to what most people might think. And my formation is 4-2-3-1, and I am going with this team. We have Leno in goal. That is a must. We know he's the Spider-Man. Last save he made last game he made a beautiful save, and we all could stand and give him a standing ovation from home because it was definitely a magnificent save. Right back Hector Bellerin, and I can clearly remember Hector Bellerin doing some defensive work for Crystal Palace inside of their 18-yard box when we played against Crystal Palace. The ball was going so smooth from Smith Rowe onto Alexander Lacazette's feet inside the 18-yard box, and out of nowhere, the man from nowhere, Hector Bellerin, cleared the ball off the feet of Alexander Lacazette. I couldn't believe when I saw it. I was wondering what was going through this man's head. But that is the next time. Hector Bellerin, my centre back pairing, Rob Holding and Gabriel. The big man himself have to come back inside the team. That is Gabriel. He's young, but we know what he can bring. These small 1, 2, 4, 5 different touches from David Luiz, that's not good enough. David Luiz wants to touch the ball. He wants too many touches to stamp his authority on the ball. No, we don't need it from our defenders. You receive the ball, play it off as fast as possible. So, David Luiz, you're out of the starting lineup for me. So we have Leno, Holding and Gabriel centre back pairing. At the left back position, I would have to go with Ainsley Maitland-Niles again. There is a strong call for Cedric Suarez, but this is the opportunity for Maitland-Niles to prove himself that he can get the job done and he can do what he is tasked to do. In the central midfield, another contradictory claim now, where many people might disagree, is Danny Ceballos and Thomas Partey. Now, there's a massive claim in my perspective. Danny Ceballos made a claim for himself. He played really well, even though Granit Xhaka did stand out as well. But what we realize is that Crystal Palace, they sat deep in their own half and we could not break them down. Danny Ceballos was providing a bit of creativity. He had a bit of a creative spark, and I can tell you, Granit Xhaka and Thomas Partey, they cannot play together. That's a massive claim, but I can tell you they cannot play together. Reason being is Granit Xhaka, he relies on his ego. He's very egotistic. Now, he wants to dominate the game. He wants to dominate the midfield. He wants to take control of everything. But guess what? Next to him is a better midfielder. A man with more touch, a man with a better, more composure, more technical ability, and that is Thomas Partey. And it will be a bit of a clash of ego for these two players playing together. So I do not want to see Granit Xhaka alongside Thomas Partey. And Danny Ceballos, he takes 1-2 minute touches, yes, but I think he can complement Thomas Partey. And what you realize when you see Danny Ceballos and Granit Xhaka, when these two players play together, they always split the midfield and go in between the fullback and the centre back on both sides, one on the left side, one on the right side, and then there's a massive gap. I'm going to get a board so I can do my tactical insight and show you guys what I'm talking about. So there's a massive gap inside of the midfield area, and then now that space is left vacant, and then you realize that you have Granit Xhaka, Dani Ceballos, Holding, and David Luiz in the back foot, in defensive third. We cannot have that. These players tend to hide away from responsibility. They don't want to stay in the midfield area. They don't want to get physical. They don't want to fight the battle in the midfield area. So my midfield, that's Dani Ceballos. On the other hand, the big man himself, new man, the new toy, Arsenal new toy, Octopus, Mr. Octopus himself, Thomas Partey. We know his capability. As you guys who serve here on my Twitter, you can see that the reason why it's called Octopus, his ability to stretch his leg, win the ball, get his defensive mentality as well. These are things that Arsenal purchased him for, and these are things that he's displayed so far. But injury really take a toll on him, but I think he can come back and make and stamp his authority in this game. Up front, my attacking three, the three musketeers themselves. Well, we have to take Aubameyang out of it. The other one would be Martinelli, but alright, so two musketeers, Emile Smith-Rowe and Bukayo Saka. Bukayo Saka, Lionel Bukayo Saka Messi, or Lionel Saka Messi. Lionel Saka Messi. Note it. Second person, Kevin De Smith-Rowe. Kevin De Smith-Rowe is the second person. And over on the left hand side, we have Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. Up front, none than himself, leading goal scorer for the club at this moment, Alexander Lacazette. So that is my starting lineup. And again, another question: would you continue with this formation? Would you continue with Ainsley Maitland-Niles at left back? The reason why I'm playing at left back is because I know Mikel Arteta want to pursue and go ahead with this system, the 4-2-3-1 system, because this is the system that he wants to move forward with, and this is the system that he can see that he wants to implement in this team. Whether the players are not good enough, they can work that out. But for now, I'll go with Ainsley Maitland-Niles. So the question is, would you continue with Ainsley Maitland-Niles at left back, and who would you pair Thomas Partey with? Those are the questions. Put it in the comment, and whoever get the question correct, I will definitely highlight the comment in my next video. I normally highlight the comments, but I'm not sure why I didn't do it. But anyways, for now, this has been my starting lineup for Arsenal Football Club. Thank you very much for tuning in, and I predict Arsenal to win this game 2-0, just as we did in the FA Cup. Hopefully, 2-0. Thank you very much for tuning in. This is Military Buddha TV. I am Mario Dakers, and this has been a good one. God bless, and I am out.